All right, let's talk about one of the biggest yet most invisible problems dragging businesses down today, their own outdated software. It's like this hidden anchor, just sitting there, quietly draining money, killing new ideas, and leaving companies way more vulnerable than they realize. So you have to start by asking the one question that is keeping executives up at night. What is the true cost of hanging on to old tech? And trust me, it's way more than just slow computers and clunky software. It goes so much deeper. And just so we're all on the same page, we're not just talking about any old software. A legacy system is something that's absolutely critical to a company's daily operations. But over time, it's become this massive liability, a roadblock to getting anything new done. I mean, if you want to understand the stakes, you just have to look at Amazon. Their move away from a single giant clunky system to a modern setup was a total game changer. It's what let them innovate at a crazy speed that basically left everyone else in the dust. Okay, so first up, the invisible drag on business. Let's really dig into how these old systems quietly sabotage a company's ability to actually compete. I love this term from the source material. They call them liability accelerators. And it's perfect, right? Think of it like digital rust. The longer you ignore it, the more it eats away at your business from the inside, making you slower, weaker, and just more exposed. And that brings us to section 2, the hidden costs of inaction. Because that invisible drag, well, it translates into some staggering, very real costs. The price of doing nothing is definitely not zero. Get ready for this number. According to research from McKinsey, a whopping 70% of a typical IT budget is spent just on keeping these old legacy systems alive and running. 70%. So what does that actually mean? Well, it's a huge resource problem. For every $10 your IT team has, 7 of them are going towards maintaining the past. That leaves only $3 to actually build the future. Think about that. 7 out of 10 of your best engineers are just propping up old tech instead of creating something new. And this isn't just a budget thing, it's a full-blown strategic crisis. It creates something called technical debt, which is like a tax you have to pay on all future work because of shortcuts you took in the past. This debt creates these competitive velocity gaps. While your modernized rivals are launching new stuff in days, you're stuck weeks or even months behind. And this is where it gets really scary, the security nightmare. Research from CISA shows these old systems are just riddled with weaknesses. We're talking unsupported software, weak encryption. It's like leaving your front door wide open for a cyber attack. In fact, outdated equipment is the entry point for almost a quarter of all breaches. Okay, section 3, unlocking modern business value. So we've seen the problem, right? It's expensive, it's slow, and it's risky. But now for the good part, let's look at the incredible value you can unlock by actually modernizing. The financial upside here is immediate, and it is significant. You've got research from giants like IBM and Microsoft showing these huge cost reductions across the board. We're talking slashing infrastructure costs, cutting maintenance, all while making the entire IT team more productive. But here's the thing, it's not just about saving money, it's about making money. It's about growth. Research from MIT found that future-ready companies, the ones that modernized, grew their revenue over 17 percentage points faster than their peers. That's not a small difference. That's a massive competitive edge. This comparison really just lays it all out, doesn't it? It paints a crystal clear picture. On one side, you have a business that's slow, expensive, constantly putting out fires, and vulnerable. And on the other, you have a leader that's fast, efficient, strategic, and secure. At the end of the day, you're either falling behind or you're leaping ahead. So, section 4, justifying the investment. Let's be real for a second. This kind of change is a massive project. So how do companies actually build the financial case to make it happen? Well, the good news is, it's not some blind leap of faith. The return on investment follows a pretty clear, predictable path. The first savings pop up within the first year as you consolidate your infrastructure. Then you get efficiency gains that boost your cash flow, and after that, the returns just keep compounding year after year. And the results, well, they can be absolutely staggering. One Microsoft study found that companies saw a 304% return on their investment over just 3 years. 304%. But here is the real kicker. The most crucial point is that this isn't some 10-year-long bet. The financial payback from modernizing is incredibly fast. Often, you get all of your initial investment back in less than 6 months. Okay, let's bring it all home. Final section, the future is not legacy. This is about the very clear choice that businesses are facing right now. Staying put isn't a neutral choice anymore. In today's world, choosing to keep a legacy system is an active decision to accept a growing disadvantage. It's a choice to become slower, more expensive, and less secure every single year. Ultimately, what this is all about is transformation. It's about taking a company's biggest liability, that rusty old core system, and turning it into one of its greatest competitive assets for the future. So that leaves us with one final thought, one last question to ponder. The choice isn't really about technology. It's about ambition. It's about deciding what kind of future the organization really wants to have.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Check out the next video on this topic, or subscribe to our channel to keep up with our latest explainer videos, live webinars, and other insights into technology solutions.